Welcome at CFI, Crypto Future Investing. This will be our last video for this year. So we would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year, a wonderful Christmas, a holiday time. And in that fact or that occasion, we wanted to look at macro perspective. So we know that by cycles, this month should be the bottom, or somewhere around this month should be a bottom for Bitcoin. We know that macro is really bad, and really we are probably going into recession, or we are in a recession. We're probably going to go through recession the next year. So times are difficult. I understand it's hard to find spare money, spare change to invest in crypto. But if you can, that is probably one of the best opportunities in your life to actually add to crypto. Even if you go a bit lower, you won't regret in the next bull cycle. So we'd like to look at Max at Crypto Twitter, or the Scalping Pro. He's a trader, macro analyst. He showed us a indicator, the marker, which perfectly, or maybe not perfectly, but very closely matches Bitcoin's tops and bottoms. That is obviously a monthly chart. So if you can see, looks like when that indicator is at the top, it shows us where the top of Bitcoin price is, and then when it reaches the bottom line, it shows us the bottom for that cycle. So we obviously have to check that. So we did put it on our trading view to confirm that the bottom is this indicator. So if we go back to 2019, it perfectly matched the bottom, even up to a monthly candle at 3,000, which is something rather remarkable. If we're gonna go to a cheaper Bitcoin, there you go, here, also very good, $180, Bitcoin bottom matched. It works perfectly at the bottoms. If we look at the tops, it is not that good. So you can see it reached the top in here, but it stayed in there for a long time until it broke down here, and then it reached top in here again. But then again, look what kind of move we had before it moved down again, right? So if you look at tops, it's not that great. That's why it's good to maybe add this squeezy momentum LB indicator on TradingView for tops. So to add this one to clear the tops for us, you can see this indicator here shows our tops a bit clearer, right? That's on monthly chart as well. So, and our recent top also was a bit more. This year was quite noisy, to be honest. So you could be shaken out, but you were somewhere at 50-60k to get out. So it would be a great price compared to 16,000 that we have now. Anyway, obviously we have a different macro environment. We've got recession. We've got all the previous moves of Bitcoin were in the bull market of equities. We've got inflation. We've got Fed fighting everything risk related. So it may align with Bitcoin cycles. It may not have to align. So it's hard to tell. But definitely, if you buy some now, that should be one of the best buys in the future, for the future bull cycle. As we mentioned, you should be in DeFi. DeFi is quite low because of those Luna collapse, FTX collapse. Probably DCG will collapse because they owned Genesis, which was giving loans to 3 Hours Capital and FTX, unfortunately. And I think that collapse of FTX killed Genesis as well. The CEO of those companies unfortunately disappeared from Twitter, so that means something. And so we've got those macro events that align with the cycle, align with the bottom. So we've got also the most numbers of people negative on crypto, not happy, we have extreme fear in the market. So all we can do is try to DCA, average by our favorite coins, protocols, layer 1, layer 2s, from DeFi obviously DEXs, derivatives. If you watch our videos, you know what to buy. If you don't, have a look. We are showing you some macro trends, technical trends. We are showing you some bigger coins, some gems, smaller coins that we found from DEXs, derivatives, options, futures, and so on. And so if you watch us, you roughly know what to buy. And that's it. I think decentralization, cross-chain also would be important. Games, very important. But games are harder to invest because in DeFi you can check how the protocol is doing, how much he's earning by using those different portals that we are mentioning, Token Terminal, DeFi Llama. So you can check roughly if the protocol is making money, if they have users. And games are more difficult. You can obviously check number of players of the game, but most of those games are not yet fully developed or playable. So you are actually investing at the stage where the games are in production. So obviously that will be very rewarding if you will be able to pick a game that will rule crypto in the next bull cycle. But this is very, very hard because we don't simply have any statistical data. So think about it. If you don't have crypto portfolio, I recommend building one. If you don't like crypto, build some equity portfolio, but do something. Don't just sit around and hope for the best, because real and life-changing money are made from investing, not from your regular job that pays only for your bills. Try to find money somewhere. Try to do some overtime. Try to do, some additional jobs to prop up your portfolio at this moment, at those prices, because $1,000 or $2,000, peso, pounds, whatever, invested now can really change into tens and hundreds of thousands at or close to the top of next bull cycle. So think about it. Risk to reward is really, really good at the moment. Even if you go to 10, 12,000 Bitcoin, doesn't matter because you're DCAing, so you're not selling the house to buy everything. Although you can do that. But you actually smartly invest the funds that you have, the funds that you can risk. So good luck, guys. Once again, I would like to wish all of you Happy New Year, great holiday, Christmas time with your family, reset your brain, forget about this very destructive, very difficult year, but have in mind that you have survived, you still have your crypto. And those Goliaths, those behemoths, those whales like FTX, like Genesis, like DCG, Luna and others, they are no longer here. Although they had billions, they were known by everybody, they were buying whatever they wanted. They made a huge mistake. They leveraged too much. We never recommend leveraging too much, and especially if you know those cycles, leveraging at the top or close to the top. Leveraging with your head now at the moment when you're close to the bottom may be a good idea if you're safe and you know what you're doing. But always try to minimize risk. Don't try to do your house runs because you will always be killed by the market. Buying spot and holding is one of the best strategies, especially at the prices that we have today in December 2022. So let's hope we will be in the completely different environment in December 2025. Till next time, guys.